So we're going to start by graphing this. Go to -4, comma -5. 4 to the left, 5 down. And 0, 4. 4, right there. And then we need to find out the rise and runs with that slope, and then find the slope. So what is the slope? You can just count up and over. How many up? How many over? So up 9 and right 4. Slope is. So we know the beginning of the equation is y equals 9 over 4 x. And the y-intercept. Looking at the graph, where's across the y-axis? Positive 4, right there. So we know the y-intercept is 4, and on the equation we actually put plus 4. So x always goes with the slope. That's how we know it's the slope. And without that there, we wouldn't know. Some people left that off on your equations on your test. You had 2 numbers. Without an x, we don't know which one you're saying is the slope. Is it up 9 over 4, or is it up 4 over 1? We need that x there to know which one to count by and which where to start. Okay? Now, your goal for today's homework is, much like the last one, is let's get this equation without using a graph. Without using a graph. So we know we have an equation that gives you the slope, right? That's what we just went over on the test. And then we have this other equation that will give you the y-intercept. That will give you the 4. So we're really just combined. This is what we did on our last homework. We just did this, and I gave you the slope. And today you just have to find the slope on your own by using one of the several methods. Okay? So it's really just review, combining a few things we've already done all together. So you can use any method you want for slope. I'll just use the formula this time and use the table on the next one. Any method works. Right? So the y's go on top, x is on the bottom. So y's would be -5 and +4. I already know what the answer is going to be if I did it right. It's going to be 9 over 4. So I'm expecting the same answer as we did. And then the x's are -4 and 0. So -5 minus 4, -9. -4 minus 0, -4. And then negative over negative, so it's going to be positive. 9 over 4. Exactly what we're expecting, exactly how we counted on the graph. So we can get that slope from the graph or from the formula, and it should be the exact same thing. Okay. So I'm going to do exactly what we did in 35. You're going to be given a point. We actually give her 2 points. You can pick which one you want to use. And then you have to use the slope, which you get in part 1. This is the part that's different from the last homework. Last homework you were given this number, and you just had to use the formula. This time you have to calculate slope on your own, and then pick one of the 2 points that you're given. It doesn't matter if you get the same answer. So a good idea here is to use the points which have easier numbers. So between -4 and -5 is 0, 4. Probably 0, 4 is a little bit easier to work with. 0 definitely is easier. So I'm going to use that one. But if you want to, take the road less travel and use this one and give it the same answer. And y minus y1, right? All the same steps. And slope. X minus x1 equals 0. So same thing we just did on number 35. And then distribute and simplify the slope-intercept form. 9 over 4 times x. 9 over 4x. And 9 over 4 times 0. This one's a little easier. Again, good thing we use the point that has 0 in it, because now we don't have to deal with that. And then we just have this y minus 4 on the left, and then add 4 to both sides. Sure enough, we get the same exact equation as we did when we looked at the graph. So all this work was really just to figure out this part, because we already knew the answer was going to start with y equals 4x. As soon as we got it right here, we knew that was the first part of the answer. So the second part, while it gives you the whole equation, we already knew everything except that y-intercept. So now we were able to do the equation from the graph, or if you just have any 2 points on that graph, you can get that same equation. So we could pick like this point and then this point up here and do the same thing all over again. They'll come out with the exact same equation because they're on the exact same line. So any 2 points from this line will give you this answer. So let's try another one. I'll let you try more of it on your own this time. And go to number 2. Number 2, and go ahead and graph those two and fill out the left-hand side. Then check what's on around you, see if you get the same thing. If you do, you can go ahead and start using the slope. Find the slope over here. I'm going to use the other method when we get there. It's on the board right now. Try that out, or if you just want to use the formula, give you a second. You can work on that. And reduce that. Oh, up what? Up 2 over 10 would be up 1 over 5. Got to reduce it. Let's look at this. 5, 5 would be like right up here. Negative 5, 3 would be right here. Yeah. So there's those 2 points. So yeah, we have to go really up 2 over 10, right? But always reduce fractions, so it's really up 1 over 5. So that's the shortest we can count by. We can go up 1 over 5, up 1 over 5 again. And the y-intercept is 4. 4. There you go. So the equation is 1/5 x and 1/4. Good. And then for the slope, from 5 to 3, that's going to be up 2. And from the positive 5 to negative 5, that's down 10, make up 10. Oh yeah, that's down 10. Thank you. Down 2. From 5 to negative 3 is down 2. So we get negative 2 over 2 over negative 10, which is 1/5. Nope. No, definitely reduce, always. And then you can pick either point. I'm going to use the first one, the 5 to 5. Y minus 5 equals 1/5 x minus 5. Distribute that 1/5, you get 1/5 x minus 1. And then when you add 5 to both sides, you'll get y equals 1/5 x. 5 minus 1 is positive 4. So of course these should match. There we have it. There's a couple. Go ahead and do 3 and 4 and see how it goes. Check with each other. Make sure you're getting them right. Then you can move on to the back where you just do the equation version only. Okay, so on the back, there's 2 sets of directions, so it's important to actually read those. The first one says just write it in the point slope form. Okay, so that means our final answer just needs to look like this. So we need to get the slope. Okay. And we'll have 3 plus 3, 4 minus 2, 6 over 2, which is 3. And then we can pick either one. So I'll use this, put them there, and I'll use this one for the x and y.
point slope. Done. And down here it says to actually go to slope intercept form. -4 minus 1. -5 minus 5. -5 over -10. So is 1 over 5. I'll pick either point. Plug it in. This time we have to get slope intercept form. We'll go all the way. Y equals 1/5 x plus 0, and that will be the final answer. So read the directions so we know what our answer should look like. Slope intercept, or just point slope.